Hello, karibu SolidWorks Tanzania. So this is a continuation of our industrial automation series, and today we have this special project, and this project is an elevator. So try to create here an elevator, and what should be doing. So here this is an elevator station ambao unaweza ukaipata tu from here ukija kwenye stations, so you can drag drop like this. Yeah, so this is an elevator station, ni drag drop like that, alafu nika create this other layout. So ukija hapa kwenye walkways nilichukua hizi medium, okay, nikazunganisha like this, like that. Okay, alafu nikachukua this one, unaweza ukachukua hii large ama extra large walkway, extra large, this one ikakaa hapa like that. Okay, alafu okay, what else you can do here is you can actually join this. So una select hii, unabonyeza una hold control kwenye keyboard, select this, select that and select that, alafu na right click unasema group. So group hii inakuwa taken as one item like that. So then hii item unaweza pia ukaduplicate ukapata items zingine. So hizi sasa ndo nikazi position moja hapa, moja hapa, moja hapa kwa ajili ya ku represent flows. Okay, alafu hapa nataka kufanya hii project ni mfano wa lift. Okay, lift zile ambazo tunatumia kwenye majengo kupanda, kushuka etc. So niliweka hii switchboard hapa. Hii switchboard ni kama zile button ambazo ziko ndani ya lift. Ukiingia ndani ya lift, then you select whatever floor you are going. Umeona? So if you are going to this is the ground floor, first floor, second floor and third floor. So ukishaingia kwenye lift, hii hapa ni start push button kwamba to make the lift now on. So hii hapa inakuaga to on. Hii ni reset push button if you want to restart everything from the very beginning and erase every number called on the lift. But then ukiingia kwenye hiyo lift sasa, na assume kwenye hii switchboard, wewe kama mtu ambao unatumia lift utaselect to where are you going, maybe second floor, then hii lift itakupeleka second floor. Third floor itakupeleka third floor, ama uko juu uko third floor unakuja second floor, you just select inside the lift second floor. Lakini hizi other switchboard ni za mtu ambaye sasa yupo nje, ambaye hayupo ndani ya lifti. Akija hapa nje anaita lift, uga kuna button pale kwamba unaita lift, call the lift. So hii hapa itakuwa get lift to gift ground. So ukibonyeza hii button unaita lift ije kwenye ground level. Mtu akija mtu akiwa kwenye floor hii ambayo ni first floor, anaweza akabonyeza hii button akaita lift, labda lift ilikuwa iko chini au iko juu. Akija hapa ata call the lift tap ije first floor, itakuja first floor, ama yuko hapa ata call from here, itakuja second floor and more. So ukiangalia hii mota yetu ambayo iko hapa ina 3 actions kwenye hii elevator. So hii mota inaweza ikaenda up, elevator up as an output, elevator down and elevator slow. So tunajua normally ukiwa kwenye lift ikikaribia ile floor ambayo wewe ndo unashukia, let's say ulikuwa third floor unaenda first floor, ukisema twende first floor, maybe from here ukisema twende first floor, ikiwa inashuka ikikaribia first floor huwa ina slow down. So unaona hapa kuna option, au kama uko down, uko underground unaenda labda third floor, ukipanda juu ukikaribia third floor ina slow down. So that's why we have a slow action here, kwamba this slow action is activated when you are approaching the target flow ambayo wewe unaelekea. And how are we going to do all of that? So back here utaona nimeweka sensors. So flow ya chini kabisa unaona kuna sensor mbili. Kuna ground flow slow sensor, maanake hii elevator ikiwa inatokea up kuja chini, hii sensor ikiiona itai slow down, alafu hii ground flow sensor ndio ya kustop the lift. Right, tukiwa tunaenda juu unaona hapa kutakuwa tuna kwenye first floor unaona tuna sensor tatu. Kuna first floor slow 1, hii ina slow down the lift ikiwa inatokea down kwenda upward. So ikiwa inaenda juu, ikiwa sensed by this first floor slow 1 inakuwa slowed down. Ikifika kwenye first floor sensor ina stop. So let me write this. This is sensor. So this is first floor first floor sensor. Yes. So hii first floor sensor ndio inastopisha, alafu hii first floor slow 2 ina slow down the lift when it's coming from the top down. Ikiwa nashuka kutoka juu kuja chini, hii sensor ikiona hiyo lift ina slow down if the target floor is first floor. Ikiwa seen by this sensor itakuwa slowed to reach that floor. Kwa hiyo every respective sensor, kwa mfano slow down sensor, inategemea na umecall floor namba ngapi. Kama umecall third floor tunaona you can only approach third floor from the bottom up. So ukiwa unapanda kutakuwa kuna slow sensor moja na third floor sensor. So ikionekana na third floor slow itakuwa slowed, ikifika hapa kwenye third floor sensor itakuwa stopped. So unaona third floor na ground floor zenyewe zina sensor mbili tu za slow, kwa sababu you can only approach first floor from the top. Ndio maana tuna sensor moja tu ya ground floor slow, na you can only approach the third floor from the bottom. That's why tuna only one third floor slow sensor from the bottom up, lakini any other floor in between ina two slow sensors, kwa sababu you can approach that level either from the bottom or from the top. Okay, I've showed you how to position all of those sensors. So let me delete this. So you can take a snapshot of this, how it looks. All right, so you can take a snapshot of this. Okay, I've shown you here also the sensors. You can see how I've placed here ground floor sensor, then I have first floor slow, first floor sensor, first floor slow 2, then second floor slow 1, then second floor sensor, and more. Okay, right, and you've seen this. I've placed this here, this one exact on this rail, this one exact on this rail, and this one exactly on the ground. Okay, so as we've already seen, this is what we have, and this is what we want to achieve on our lift. So now let's go to our Siemens TIA portal, and on our Siemens TIA portal, we are going to write our program now right here. Okay, so we write our program. All right, so first, as usual, I am using here the PLC controller CPU 1217 CDC, and now on the program, on the main, I have here my functional block to connect. So this here is for connecting to factory IO block, factory IO block. After that, the very first thing hapa nitaenda kwenye my tags. So nikitaka kwenye tags, kwanza tuje kwenye driver tuone how I've connected my inputs. So you see how I have this much digital inputs: reset button 0, get lift 0, So this get lift 0 are the ones that are on the walkways, ground floor, first floor, second floor, third floor. So this here, let me come here. So here, this is the name. So this is where I have my ground floor button, first floor, second floor, third floor, right? Alafu hizi button za huku ndo ambazo nimeziname kama hii ya kwanza ni get lift 0, inayofuata hapa juu itakuwa get lift 1, then get lift 2, then get lift 3. Alright, hope you have captured that. So those are my push buttons. Hizi hapa ni zile ambazo nimesema nitaassume ziko ndani ya lift. Hizi first floor, second floor na third floor. Hizi get lift ni zile ambazo ziko nje ya lift, maanake wewe ndio una approach the floor, you are calling the lift to your side. Hizi ni zile sensor zangu, first floor, slow, etc. And here it's my start push button. And on the output I have only 3 main digital outputs: the elevator up, motor going up; elevator down, motor pushing the lift down; and elevator slow. All right, these are all I have on the actuator. Okay, so I'll go to my PLC tags. I'll say show all tags, and I'll start writing my tags. All right, so I've not offsetted my IO addresses. I'm just using from 0.0. So I'm starting with my reset push button I 0.0. So reset push button I 0.0, and then I'm going to get lift 0, then get lift 1, then get lift 2, then get lift 3. Okay, and then I'm going to my other input ground floor push button, then I have a first floor push button, then I have a second floor push button, and then I have a third floor push button, and then I have, now those are all about my push button. Now I'm going to address my sensors. So the very first sensor here is first floor slow. Okay, so that's first floor slow 1, right? And then I have a first floor slow 2, right? First floor slow 2, ambayo kuna a lift in approach from the bottom na nyingine lift in approach from the top. First floor slow 2, then I have first floor sensor ambayo ndo inastopisha lift exactly at that floor. So first, kama umeita hiyo floor, first floor sensor, and then after first floor sensor I'm coming to second floor slow 1, second floor slow 1, then second floor slow 2, and then second floor sensor, and then I'm coming to third floor slow 1. Actually it's just one floor, so it's just third floor slow sababu you can only approach third floor from the bottom. So third floor slow, and then third floor sensor, okay. Then I have my start push button. All right, So after start push button, I have also on the input, okay, I've forgotten two sensors: ground flow slow, ground flow slow, ground flow slow, and ground flow sensor, ground flow sensor. So I have to make sure they are the same address as as the one that's here. You have to be exactly the same address as here. Okay. Now I'll have an output for the system on. So first, let's write our output. The very first output here is elevator up, elevator up. So this is be output. So this will be Q 0.0, and then we'll have elevator down, elevator down, and then we have elevator slow, elevator, elevator slow, like that. And then we have our system on. We have our system on, our whole system on when we press our start push button. So this will be our Q 0.3. But then we'll have our target flow and current flow. Like we need to have a memory ambayo itakuwa ni memory tag, ambayo memory tag itakuwa tu ni word. Okay, so hii memory tag itakuwa ina store well between target flow and current flow, kwamba lift iko flow namba ngapi na lift inatakiwa kwenda flow namba ngapi. Hii target flow na current flow ndo tunazo zikompare, ili kwamba kama niko flow namba moja ambayo ndo current flow na target flow ni flow namba 3, nitakompare kwamba is my target flow higher than my current flow. If it's higher, the lift should go up. But kama niko flow namba 3, current flow, na target flow ni flow namba moja, manake current flow is on a higher level than the target flow. Manake now the lift should go down. Get? So I need that memory. So let me write here first the memory for target flow. So target flow. So target flow. So the data type here is word. And the data type here, is let's say on memory MW0. All right, on MW0. All right, and now my current, that's the target flow. Now my current flow, I'll write it on memory MW2. I skip one, so hizi memory zisiwe na interference, so I skip one gap there. Unajua kuna memory, kuna M for memory, alafu kuna M, alafu kuna Q, alafu kuna mfano kijii hapa utaona operand identifier ni M for memory, MW. Alright, and then pia tunakuga na MD, so we'll see all of that. Hizo memories zatofautiana tu spaces ama memory size. So now I'll write my memory for so that was for target flow. So let me write one for current flow. Okay, so that's MW2, right? Okay, So yeah, up to there I think I have enough tags already. The other tags zitakuwa tu zitatokea tu automatically. So let's go back to the main and start writing our files. Okay. So here um, we will start writing. So tunajua kabisa tunajua kwamba tunataka operation yetu iwe kwamba unaweza ukaicommand lift ukiwa ndani ya lift ukasema unaenda floor namba ngapi, lakini pia unaweza ukaicommand lift ukiwa labda kwenye floor husika ambayo unataka kwenda kuiita lift kwamba labda wewe uko kwenye ground floor unataka kwenda third floor, maanake utaiita lift from there. Okay, itakuja alafu ikishakuja utaingia ndani, utabonyeza unaenda floor namba ngapi. Alright. Okay. So let's start writing our program here. Tumeshakuwa na program ya kwanza hapa ambayo ilikuwa ni connecting to factory IO. Alright. Connecting to factory IO ambayo tuna hiyo functional block hapo. Okay. Yeah. So now let's start writing our control programs. So the first network 1. So network 1 is special for functional block. Network 2 is switching the system on. So here we are switching the system on. Switching the system on. So here I'll have any or switch like that and the output like that. So we say set. All right. Okay, so here tunasema when start push button is pressed, we will have our system on active. Itakuwa set on. Right? Then we'll write a program here on how we're stopping. So that's how we start the elevator. How are we stopping the elevator? So stopping the elevator, stop elevator. So to stop the elevator, so we'll have here an NO switch like that, and then we'll have a reset output here, 3 reset output kwa sababu tuna elevator up, elevator down, elevator slow. So tutakuwa tuna 3 reset outputs. Tuta reset elevator up, tuta reset elevator down na pia tuta reset elevator slow. So these are the reset bits. This one reset, and this one reset. Okay, so back here I'll have a comparator. So first I'll extend it, and then I'll have a comparator, an echo comparator, which will go back here. Okay, so this will be word. Okay, so I can reset these elevators if and only if a reset push button is pressed, or the target flow is equal to the current flow. Manake target flow ikiwa equal to the current flow, manake you are exactly where you wanted to be. So reset the elevator and stop it. Kwamba labda ulikuwa flow number 1 unaenda flow number 3, so current flow 1, target flow 3. Akati elevator inapanda juu itafika mahali kwamba current flow 3 na target flow 3, so you have to stop the elevator so you can step out. So here we have elevator up, and we have elevator down, and we have the elevator slow, all of them resetted. So this is how we stop the elevators. And then on network 4, we also, oh, okay, but right here also we have to reset the whole system. The system should be, can also be resetted with the reset push button, right? The system that we switched on here, it can also be resetted with the reset push button. So here we have a reset push button, and our system on can be resetted to, right? So that's network 3. So let's go to network 4. So on network 4, we are setting the memory bit for respective flow. Memory bit for a respective flow. Okay, so set memory bit for respective flow here. Okay, so here I'll have my switch like this. Okay, and here I'll have my move block. All right, and then I'll have a parallel block here again, and then here like this. So this here is for move. So memory bit zangu zote nitakuwa nazisave kwenye MD0. Okay, so hizi memory bit ambazo sasa zinaenda kwa respective flow nitazisave kwenye MD0 as my memory bit storage. So kwa mfano kama nahitaji lift 0, najua kwamba ili nipate lift ije kwenye ground flow ambao ni flow 0, naweza nikabonyeza either get lift 0 nikiwa nje kwenye ile switchboard get lift 0, kwamba hata nikiwa hapa, okay, hapa nikitaka lift ije ground flow naweza nikabonyeza it from here, naweza nikaiita hapa nikiwa outside get lift 0, lakini kama niko ndani ya lift naweza bonyeza kwamba ground flow push button still nikaja kwenye this level. Kwa hiyo unaona kuna two options to go to the same level. Alright, so hapa naweza nikabonyeza get lift 0 ama nikabonyeza ground flow push button. So what value am I moving? So I'm moving value 1 to MD0. So MD0 will be my memory tag that stores the bits, the memory bits. Okay, so every flow I'll be moving a value 1, all right, when any of this is pressed, and then so initially the value there might be 0, so I'll write it to 1 when exactly that flow is called for, and when it's not called for it should go back to 0. So I'm going to another extension here on how to call lift 1. So here I'll just extend it here again. I'll have it like this and then move, and here extend it, another switch, close it, right, and here I'll have move. Okay, so for the first flow I can either press the get lift 1 or I can press first flow push button like that, and then I'm moving 1 to MD0. Okay, I'm going to second flow, so the same. So second flow can either be called by get lift 2 or second flow push button, right? So here I can either press get lift 2 or I can press second flow push button. I'm moving 1 to MD0. Okay, and now for the third flow. So third flow the same way. Here I'll have it move here. Here I'll have an extension again like this, and here I'll have get lift 3, or I can press third floor push button. I'm moving 1 to MD0 like that. Okay, so that's the set bit. Okay, now I am move target flow number, moving the target flow number. Okay, move to target flow number. All right. So moving the target flow number, kwamba which flow, move target flow, which flow are you going? Right, move target flow, target flow number, which flow are you going? Okay, move target flow number. So here I'll have a comparator. Okay, now comparator here will be, I'm comparing this memory here, so that memory is a double integer. So from here is a double integer. So I have to normally close switch here. I'll tell you why. And then I'll have to move the target flow number, kwamba which flow are you going? Okay, na ukumbuke target flow number tulikuwa tuna save kwenye MW0, right? So ground flow ni target flow number 0, ni flow number 0. First flow ni flow number 1, second flow is flow number 2, third flow ni flow number 3. So if I have my MD0 equal to 1 and elevator is neither going up neither going down, then move 0 to MW0. Okay, all right. Those are the target flows. And then if I want to move value to the, if this is target flow for the ground level, again I'll have another network here of almost the same way. So here a comparator, this is also a double integer. Again here I'll have a normally close and another normally close, and here a move block like this. Right, so now I'm moving value to target flow number 2. So here again MD0 equals to 1, and elevator is neither going up nor going down. Elevator is not moving at all. Move 1 to MW0 target flow. Since this is how, this is a target flow number, this is a bit to, this is a call for target flow number. Ground flow, so for ground flow, for first floor we move 1, for second floor we move 2, for third floor we move 3. Okay, again another extension here like this, and I have a comparator. And this here is a double integer again. So here I have a normally close and another normally close, and here a move, so move. Okay, so here is MD0 equals to 1. So here is elevator up, neither elevator down, so manake elevator is on complete stop. Move to target flow. And the other one here is for the fourth floor, for the third floor. For the third floor, right, one thing here, sorry, on the memory storage here, there's a small mistake. So on the memory storage here, so here, sorry, I cannot store all of these values in one memory space, so I have to change here. So for the ground floor, md0, for the first floor, this should be md1. Okay, md1. Alafu for the second floor, this should be md2, and for the third floor, this should be md3. Yes, right, yeah. So md0, so this for this first floor, this will be md1, and for the second floor, this should be md2. All right, yes, now this is correct. Okay, okay, yeah. And then here, another extension. So a comparator here is a double integer. So again, normally close, another normally close, and then move block. Okay, so if md3 is equal to 1, so and elevator is not going up or down, so you're moving 3 to mw0. All right, that's perfect. Now after that we are going to reset flow memory bit. So resetting flow memory bit, so reset flow memory bit ili iweze kurewrite. Okay, so here I'll have comparator like this, and here this data type here is a double integer, and then I'll have a sensor here, and then here I'll have a timer on delay, TON. Okay, and then here I'll move 0 to the respective flow. Right, let me find a way to charge this laptop. Like the power is going down. Excuse me a little bit. Okay, just setting this laptop on charge. One moment. Okay, now, all right, now, so now we are resetting the flow memory bit. On resetting the flow memory bit, that means we'll move a value 0 to our respective flow, right? Okay, so um, if the MD0, so for the ground flow, if MD0 is equal to 1, and ground flow sensor, ukumbuke ground flow sensor ndo ambayo inastopisha lift, na ground flow sensor is active, then delay for 2 seconds, right? After delaying for 2 seconds, move 0, okay, move 0 value to a memory space MW4, right? That's where we store our values for resetting our flow memory bits. Okay, we do the same for the rest of the flows. So again, we are going to the first flow now to reset the first flow, to stop the lift at first flow. So here we will have a comparator, and this comparator is a double integer. So if MD1 for the first flow, memory for the first flow, if MD1 is equal to 1, then and the first flow sensor is active, delay for 2 seconds also, and then move a 0 to another memory space. Um, so here we'll have first flow sensor. Sababu tumesema first flow sensor ndo inayostopisha our lift, then preset time 2 seconds, then we're moving a 0 to MW. So we store this one on MW6 for the first flow. All right. Again, we go to the second flow and third flow the same way. So on the second flow, here we will have a comparator like this, and then here double integer. Then here we'll have our second flow sensor. We'll have a timer on delay, and we'll have an output as a move. We move 0, move 0. Okay, so here we have MD2. If MD2 is equal to 1, and manake hapa ni second flow sensor is high, delay for 2 seconds, and then move 0 to MW8, yes, MW8. And then now for the remaining, so here, so this data type here, this is also double integer. Again, here we have 30 flow sensor, the timer on delay, like that. Again, we are moving a 0 to MW10. Okay, so here we have MD3 equal to 1, and third flow sensor is active, then wait for 2 seconds, and then move a 0 to MW10. Right, so now we have resetted our memory bits for the for the flows. Now after that, let's go to move current flow in data register. Right, so we are moving the what is the current flow. Uliona hapa tulikuwa tulimove target flow, jinsi ya kupata target flow. Okay, where we have stored the values for the target flow, kama flow 0, flow 1, flow 2, flow 3, right? So here we are writing for move current flow in data register, network 7, move current flow in data register. Okay, so here we will have, if the ground flow sensor is active, okay, if the ground sensor is active, ground sensor is on, kama ground flow sensor is active, then move ground flow sensor ni level 0, so move 0 to MW2, ambao MW2 ndio ilikuwa na set the current flow. Manake ground flow sensor ikiwa high, manake this is the ground level 0, ndio tumemove 0 to MW2. Right, hata ukija hapa juu angalia ground level MD0 ikiwa high, ground level sensor ikiwa high, tulikuwa tuna move 0 to MW4. So MW4 ilikuwa ni memory for the level. So ground level ni level 0. Oh, okay, so ground level, so up here so ground level is level 0, so 0 we move 0 target flow, first flow to move 1 to MW0 target flow, etc. So the same to current level pia tunaweka the same values. Then another block here, if first flow sensor is active, first flow sensor ikiwa high, first flow sensor ikiwa active, that means we are on the first floor. Kwa tuna move 1 to MW2. Manake kama first floor sensor yetu ikiwa high, manake lift yetu ipo kwenye first floor, kama tume move 1 kwenye current flow. So current flow itakuwa ni first floor. Again, kama second floor sensor ikiwa high, and tuta move hapa. Oh, sorry. Okay, second floor sensor ikiwa high, manake tutakuwa tupo kwenye current flow yetu itakuwa ni second floor, so tuta move 2 kwenda kwenye MW2, right? And then for the third floor, kama third floor sensor yetu ikiwa high, then tuta move, so third floor sensor ikiwa high, then tuta move 3 kwenda kwenye our current flow. Okay, right, now moving the elevator up. How are we moving the elevator up? So hapa sasa tunatumia current flow na target flow, kwamba tunajua ili elevator iende juu, maana yake target flow must be bigger than the current flow, kwamba current flow, kama tuko current flow ni flow number 1, kama elevator yetu inatakiwa kwenda juu, maana yake lazima tuite flow ambayo iko higher than the first flow. Maana yake if target flow is bigger than the current flow, then the elevator should go up. Na kama the target flow is lower than the current flow, kwamba uko flow number 3 unaenda flow number 1, then the elevator should move down. So hapo tutakuwa na comparator block. So hapa elevator up, hapa teka elevator up. So elevator up, alafu tutaweka comparator block hapa ambayo ni ya greater than. So greater than comparator block right here, alafu hii ni integer. Okay, so if we have the target flow bigger than the current flow, right? All right, and the elevator should be on complete stop, and the elevator should not be going down. So we have a normally sorry, so we'll have here a normally close of elevator down. So elevator should not be going down. All right, hapo tumefanya interlocking kwamba haiwezi kufanya the two things at one time. So if the elevator is going up, the action for going down should not work, right? And here our system is on, right? Our system is on. Then we have to set the elevator to go up, right? So this is how our elevator will be going up. Kwamba if the target flow is greater than the current flow, and the lift is not going down, right? That's an interlock. The system is also on. The elevator should go up. Right. Now for the elevator to go down, manake the target flow should be lower than the current flow. Kama tuko flow number 3, tunataka kwenda flow number 1, manake tuko the highest flow tunaenda the lowest flow. So hapa tutasema if the target flow is less than the current flow, then elevator should go down. So elevator down, elevator down. So elevator down. So here we'll have a comparator block for less than, like this. So this is integer. So here if we have our target flow less than our current flow, right? And the elevator is not going up, hapo tumefanya interlocking. Elevator is not going up and our system is on, system is on. Oh, ilikuwa nimeandika system on. Okay, I have to, let me rename this, rename tag. This is system, not system. Okay, system. Okay, then I have to set my elevator down, right? Okay, now how are we slowing down the elevator? Nilisema hii lift ama elevator ikiwa na approach the exactly flow ambayo iko called on, it has to slow down as it approaches the respective flow that it's going. So slow down the elevator approaching target, slow down the elevator approaching target. Okay, so here we'll have our comparator block again, compare if equal to, and here we are comparing integers. So if our target flow is equal to 1, kama tunaenda flow number 1, then our first flow sensor and our elevator is going up, then set slow. Okay, kwamba if our target flow is flow number 1 and our first flow sensor is active, kama elevator inaenda juu, first flow slow 1, first flow center flow 1, kwa sababu hii slow 1 ukumbuke kutokea kwenye hapa slow 1 iko hapa, kwamba elevator ikiwa inaenda juu, slow 1 ndio kutoka chini kwenda juu ni slow 1, kutoka juu kuja chini ni slow 2, ndio ina slow down, right? So if the target flow is first flow and the first flow slow is high and our elevator is going up, then set the elevator slow. Alright, tunafanya tena the same, lakini now if the elevator is going down. Alright, so now if the target flow extension here, another comparator. Again, this here is integer. So if our target flow, if our target flow, target flow, if our target flow is flow number one, again, tunaenda flow number one again, and now here we have our first flow slow 2, sababu sasa tunashumu lift inatokea juu, so hii hapa itakuwa ni first flow slow 2 is active and our elevator is going down. Elevator is going down, then set elevator slow. Elevator slow here. So umeona hapa tuli slow lift ikiwa inatoka chini kwenda juu kwenda first floor. First floor sensor 1 ikiona na elevator inaenda juu, put the elevator slow. Alafu kama lift inatokea juu kuja chini na target flow yetu ni first floor. First floor sensor 2 ikiwa active na elevator is going down, slow down. Okay, so for ground flow, the ground flow, so we'll have a comparator block, and then here we have integer. Sorry, here we have integer. Then again we have like that, and then like that. So if our target flow, is equal to 0, manake tunaenda ground flow. Okay, and our ground flow slow sensor is active and our elevator is going down, sababu we can only approach ground flow from the top down. Then set the elevator slow active. Okay, right, then we are going to the other flows. So for the second flow, tunajua tunaweza ku approach either from the bottom up ama from the top down kama tu first flow. So tutaweka hapa extension, tutaipa comparator, alafu hapa tutakuwa tuna integer, and then hapa tutakuwa tuna zile other, then output. So hapa tutasema if the target flow is flow number 2, alright, and the second flow sensor is second flow slow 1 is active and the elevator is going up, right, then set the elevator slow like that. Lakini tunajua tunaweza approach pia second flow kutokea juu, so hii ilikuwa kutokea chini kwenda juu, kutokea juu kwenda chini, so tutaandika tena another program for that. So equal comparator, data type here, this is integer, and then we have our switches here and our output. So if the target flow is the second flow and our second flow slow sensor 2 is high and our elevator is going down, then we will set elevator slow like that. And now for the very highest floor, the third floor, we write for that subnet we can only approach third floor from the bottom up. So here extend another equal comparator here. Okay, here we have integer, then we have our switches here, another switch and the output. So if we have our target flow, if our target flow is equal to third flow and our third flow slow is on and our elevator is going up, that's the only way we approach the third floor, and then set the elevator slow like that. Okay, so that's it. That's all that we have here. Okay, so that's about the program. Now we can compile this, see if everything is okay, zero errors. So this one is compiled successful, zero errors, zero warning. And now we come to online and they say simulation. We say start simulation. Wait on it. Okay, say consider as trusted. Load, and then come here, say start module, say finish. Right after that, let's download our program to our controller. Consider as trusted. Load, finish. After that, let's say go online. Let's wait for it. Go online. Right, so everything is green here, everything looks good. But that say monitor. Okay, so you see our system is not on mpaka to press start push button from our to connect na factory IO. So let's go to factory IO, like right here, factory IO, and then say file drivers. On drivers say connect. Okay, it's connected successfully. So go back here and say run. And come here, say start. Now I've pressed start, my system is on. So let's say wewe unaitaka lifti uko hapa flow number. So hii ni flow number, ground namba moja, namba mbili. Let's say uko flow namba mbili, tuite lift. So utakuja hapa, utapress. So lift itakuja kupanda. Angalia ikiapproach hii flow itakuwa slowed. Umeona? Ilivyoona tu second floor slow imekuwa slowed down to your level like that. Sasa tuseme umeingia kwenye lift, ukishaingia utakutana na control kama hii, kwamba where are you going. So umeingia kwenye lift kutoka second floor, tuseme unaenda third floor, so una select third floor, so inapanda. So umeona imekuwa slowed, inaenda third floor like that, unashuka. So hii lifti wewe ukishuka ukiendelea na shughuli zako, maanake hii lifti kwa wakati huu itakuwa iko third floor, so mpaka mtu aje aite tena. So let's say mtu ambaye yuko hapa second floor aje aite hii lift, so ataita from here. So let's say I call it here like this. So lift comes down, just a glitch up and there, a simple glitch. I think there's an error there on the glitch of factory IO, but it will eventually come to the first floor. So it came to the first floor. So after it came to the first floor, let's say you are going to the second floor. So uta select now, baada ya kuingia kwenye lift utasema I'm going to, this is ground, first, second floor. So you say I'm going to the second floor. So the lift goes up and then slows down as it approaches the second floor. Let's say hapa kwenye second floor kuna mtu aliingia akasema okay, I'm going to the first floor, ground floor. So utapress hapa ground floor, the lift goes down. Iki approach ground floor utaona ina slow down because of the slow sense ambayo iko hapa nyuma. Then inaishia kwenye ground floor. So there's a little of a technical glitch here on factory hiyo, lakini I think I've captured the picture. So let's say you're going to the third floor, so select from here third floor. So it goes up, ikikaribia ina slow down like that. Let's say I select here second floor. I mean second floor here. Pull it closer so that I select it here. So you see, it came to the second floor. Let's say I call it back here. As it approaches the floor, it slows down and then stop when the sensor of the floor is active. Okay, so I hope you have captured plenty from this presentation. I hope you have understood a lot on how to write a simple lift logic program. And yeah, keep moving forward. You're doing great. Keep rewriting the program as you see fit. And yeah, I'll see you at the top. Ciao.